Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to new live stream. Is the bottom in? Is this the bottom? We're gonna find out. Let's just put some nice. What's up? The late thinker first. Second man, second. Sub consensus, please. You first, Taliban. Hello, brother. How you doing, Muhammad? Never. ITLA. Jason Jackson, Jacob, Christian, Kerry, Oliver, Jonathan, Ryan, Batch, T-Time. I would have clicked sooner, but there was no bait. Yeah, today we're going chill on the bait, man. Couldn't resist but clicked. I think non-clickbaity titles work better than clickbaity titles. Where's the clickbaity title, bro? Good evening, Richard. How you doing, man? How's everybody? How's everybody? Is this the bottom? Let's count, man. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He knows it too. Do you use Brave Bros? Yeah, I use Brave Bros when I'm on stream. So, to be honest, I never watch your vids when they have dramatic titles. Gingerbread man, I'll try to cut that down. I think people are tired of that, so I get that. If you go to my YouTube channel right now, right? If you go, YouTube channel, the late adopter. If you go to the channel, you'll see that I changed my approach a little bit, not that much, but a little bit. You can see here, before I always use my face, face, but I stopped doing that. Right now I'm just using this line, so I mean on live stream I still use this face because I like the face, but I'm gonna change to the line, everything to the line. I want to show you something, guys. We gotta go. If you're not, part of the Twitter crowd yet, time to join the Twitter crowd. I post a lot of interesting charts, so it might be something for I think we gotta go lower. Where was it? 4 hourly, 1 hourly. Did I pass it? I just tried to find something, guys. There we go. TLA rule. The more the price touches the line, the likely it will break the line. True? Unless we touch it more than 6 times. Then it's like godly support, resistance of century, unbreakable force of nature. Remember the TLA rule, guys. Remember the TLA rule. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Got that? Do we got that? 6 times a day. It's getting weak. TLI rule, guys. TLI rule. TLI rule says if you touch it more than 6 times, it's godly support of century, unbreakable force of nature. Most people realize the clickbait titles are just a joke. I won't worry about it. I just joined. Did you look at Luna? We don't do that here, man. We don't do that here. Wait, is 6 the magic number? 6 is the magic number. 6 is the magic number. So if you touch something like 6 times, you gotta give up. Sometimes you gotta give up. Sometimes like, okay, man, we cannot do this. So Chris Martins, Jürgen, hi guys. Techno Vikings, hi man, how you doing? Adrian, Stefano, Steve, Jacob, Jojo. By the way, guys, we're gonna do a poll. Is this the bottom? Is the bottom? Nice and fine one. Bottom is lower. Bear market. This is E. Bear market. This is it, and we're gonna bear market, this is it. And yeah, depends on what Elon tweets next. Nah, we only have three alternatives. I miss the clickbaity titles. I touch my doo-doo now for 27 years. It will never break. TL touching his bottom. Why are you not verified on Brave? I don't know. I just use it. I just use it to open stuff. I don't know why. I don't know why. No way. This is just the start. This is just the start. I don't know why I'm not verified, man. I don't know. Bottom is lower, 45%. You guys think bottom is lower? I don't know if the bottom is lower. I don't know, man. I don't know. To me, this looks like a bottom. Broke that retest. Look this line. Look at this line, guys. Look at this very nice line down here. You know, breakout, retest. Nice, very nice. So I know what Crypto posted. Crypto posted this one up here on his Twitter account. So no, he says this is a retest, but you know, we can still go towards the upside. I'm not very fond of this triangle up here. It is, you know, some kind of lines, you know, but I'm not very fond of the triangle. Unfortunately, I'm not very fond of this triangle. I like this line a lot better up here. It is nice line, and this might be some kind of descending triangle, you know, but it's kind of crap so far. What more do we have? This line up here, yeah, this line. I mean, this can be, you know, there is, you know, double time, something like that. Let's invert the chart. Oftentimes you'll see this kind of pattern, guys. You'll see this kind of pattern oftentimes on some kind of tops, guys. You'll see some kind of, you know, move towards the upside. And you'll see some kind of move towards the upside, and there will be some kind of trend line going like this. And at one point, this trend will break, like over here. You'll go down, and then you'll go, you'll go down, and then we'll try to, you know, hit that trend line again, like over here. Hit that trend line up here again, right? You're gonna test the trend line, and then you fail it, and you might go a little bit down. This went all the way down there. But you know, all the way down there. But you know, oftentimes you get several tests on the line, and when you fail to get back above the line, and continue towards the upside, oftentimes you do something like this, and then you turn around. So if you see this, how this actually looks over here, you know, when we invert the chart a little bit, it's the same pattern, just on the other side, right? You went down, you try, you know, retested the line, you went up there, you tried to second retest the line, and then you failed that as well. So two fails on retesting the line. So you know, I am more right now. I'm more bullish than bearish. I'm more bullish than bearish, and I think this is some kind of analysis of contentos cost, please. Is this the bottom? 40%. Says nice and funny one. Bottom is lower. Bear market it is 22%. So bearish, guys, so bearish. I think 42 is the bottom. We are still fueling. Let's wait fully close about 20 SMA first before we conclude this bottom. It's never closed below 20 SMA on a weekly without dropping further. Yeah, 20 SMA on the weekly time frame. Now we did drop down here. Sorry, this is 10 moving average. 20. We did drop, but yeah, you know, on the weekly time frame it does look ugly. But this 50 moving average is holding like a champ. So this is what all the fuss is about right now. It's this 50 moving average right over here. This is what we are holding. This is the, you know, the alpha and omega. This is the, you know, what we are trying to, you know, save right now. This 50 moving average, stay above that, and you know, continue towards upside. So there is all kind of indications right now that we are at 50 moving average right now. It is, you know, very good support for us right now. See the line down here. I mean, this 50 moving average has been, you know, tried, tested. So we're gonna see how this actually plays out at the end. 200 moving average. Look at the volume up here. So yeah, volume on these two candles up here, 3 candles. What's the alarm fan? Hi Slim, how you doing, man? Very thankful I found you. Thanks for offering consistently solid TA. Oh, thanks, Chad. I like that. 6 tests of more, and if not broken, it's godly sport. TA like golden rule. Yeah, we just saw that, man. We just saw that. See? We're just talking about that. We can definitely drop on Tuesday, like we did on December the 4th. Is your viewership down without the clickbait? Not really. I mean, see, no clickbaity title. I always get around something like 200, viewers. Lately it's been like 250, something like that. But it's in the ballpark area, so no, views are not down. The line is called respect. Learned it from your Art of Tech analysis video. Yeah, respect. Yeah, we are respecting the line. That's correct. You want lines to be respected. You want lines to be respected. So every time you join any kind of line, you want to be respected. This is not a respected line. You want to be precise. Being precise in tech analysis is very, very important. Being precise is very, very important tech analysis. Hitting them lines on the dollar, very important. This is engulfing, so you cannot use this. You should probably use something like this up here. And it's not over here. It's not over here. Could be something like this up here. It's nice. We look for respect always, every time. You can see here we try to break that. So it's some line up here. Maybe I don't like this one. I mean 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Nice. Short time. 1, 2, 3, 4 times, give or take. These nice lines. So you can see here, we became a little bit too bullish up here. Try to break the two upside. Still, this is still going towards the upside over here. Looks nice, but respect. Nice job you have. Where is your coffee? I don't have any coffee because right now it's like 9 p.m. So I'm drinking a little bit Coke. I put all my money, please check Matic. Elon Musk, precisely. I want the moon, baby. Moon is on the 19th, so on the 19th we go to the moon. Supports our chieftain and smash the like. If it doesn't close above the 20 SMA on Sunday on balance of probability, it will fill in the week and break the 50 week. I'm not saying we are not gonna break the 50 week. Also, I'm not saying that this is confirmed bottom or anything like that. I'm gonna show you some nice lines up here. So I still think theoretically it is possible to drop down here. I removed some other lines. There was a line at around 45,000. 43,000, 38 and 39,000. So all of these supports are probability to be hit. But right now I think most probable right now is something like 46,000 before we actually go to the upside. If this support down here at 50k doesn't hold right now, and we go down, I think it's only going to be like 46, something like that, and then towards the upside, because there is definitely a lot of bullishness going on the charts right now, without me looking a second time into it. How cold is it in Norway? Not that cold actually. It's snowy, so I had to move the snow, if that's a word. I don't see it again. It's a rising wedge on 4 hourly, then act as a resistance with that wick. You can see rising wedge. Well, on the 4 hourly, rising wedge. Where do you see the rising wedge, man? Maybe some kind of descending triangle, something like that. Give or take. I don't see it. What did you say again? What did you say to me? It's rising wedge on the 4 hourly that then acted as resistance with that wick. You can see rising wedge. I don't see the rising wedge on the 4 hourly, man. Where do you see rising wedge? It's not even this, it should be. It cannot be this one. Gonna be this one up here. Yeah, this more legit up here, but it's not rising wedge. We have this line up down here. There are some nice lines up here. I'm gonna admit that there are some nice lines up here. It might be some kind of falling wedge up here when we are below that, but you know, I don't. This needs to be used. Is it the channel? Is something? Sometimes, you know, this is a trend line, so you know, definitely got hit up there. We wrote trend to the downside, retest the trend going on the downside up here, you know, bouncing a little bit up and down here. We're below this line down here, up here. I think this line is right now important to break. So you know, when we get to that line, we're gonna see, you know, how that, you know, price reacts to that line. But right now, you can see here we're just below 10 and 20 moving average, just below the resistance. So maybe not right now. It's close but no candy, right? I lived in Oslo for a few years. The winter sucked, especially at 17-18. Nothing real till April. Yeah. Winters are long and cold. Sorry, I meant the bear flag. Oh, you meant the bear flag on the 4-hourly. I don't know. I don't see bear flag. People will say that this is some kind of, you know, bear flag or something like this. I don't see it. Oh, maybe it's let's go back to the 1-hourly time frame, because this line is nice, so we can use this line to, you know, and use the channels and see if we get the what we want out of it. Let's see up here. Let's use this one, and let's use somewhere up here. It's not that good though. Something like this maybe. It's not perfect, but you know, you take what you get. You take what you get, right? It's not good. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. So let's see up here. Should be probably something like this up here. And these fall a little bit, you know. It's good enough. It's good enough. M. Chris says there is another Bitcoin emergency. Okay, Rose popped up 5%. Little life left. Maybe. The poll, guys, the poll. Is this the bottom? Nice and fine. 140% think this is the bottom. Bottom is lower, so some people think, you know, 37% think we can go a little bit lower than that, and 21% think this is the bear market. Unfortunately, you know, about bear market, you know, it might be or it might not be. Was up till like the 4-hourly head and shoulders be the bottom? 4-hourly head and shoulders. Where is the head and shoulders? You mean this one? Oh, I see it right now. So if you know fail something somewhere up here, anywhere, if you fail anywhere, you know, anywhere right now down here, it might be, you know, just some kind of head and shoulders pattern up here. Let's see the line up here. First when drawing this, you want to have a nice, you know, neckline, and then with the neckline you draw head and shoulders, right? So that's the trick. Let's just assume this is the, you know, head and shoulders pattern, whatever. Let's use this one down here, and you know, the target for this dump should be something like 45k. If this head and shoulders maybe plays out 45k. There was also support down there at 45k, so you know, sure, why not? Sure, why not? 45k, why not? How much that's down from right now? That's something like, wow, that's gonna be big dump for alts. 7% dump. Damn. I think the whole thing is an ABC running flat for wave 4, and we will hit the... Is there any such thing called as ABC running flat? The entire market is headed to the pits of hell over the next week. Ooh, literally spitting in his face. Man, imagine if this was the bear market. Beach drops 39, everybody hold it down, 56%, what a dream. It's way worse. Broadening channel. Broadening channel, is this some kind of broadening channel? I mean, down here might be maybe some kind of broadening channel, but you know, I don't see even that, you know. It's not... sure, why not? Broadening channel. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't know. I don't like this broadening channel up here. I think if we drop it down to something like 47.5 on the close, we're gonna have, you know, Morningstar doji pattern up here, which is a reversal pattern. So you know, I'm looking for that. Invest in contestos, sir. Chick, please. No, thank you. The spit in is flying at him as we are speaking. What? He means Elliot waves. I get Elliot waves, but there is no such thing as ABC going sideways. We need a multi-week run at fear level of 10. You think that will do it? You think that will do it? Maybe, maybe. Weekly time frame up here. 50 moving average, most important moving average in your history of anything right now. So you know, everything depends on where we close this one up here. Rest of the moving averages dropped pretty hard on the downside, so you know, we are still not getting back above the 20 moving average up here. So this week is definitely gonna close below 20 moving average. 20 moving average is at 52.6. So unless we pump something crazy, how much do we have to pump to 20? We only need like a pump of like 10%, something like 10% or something like that, and you know, we are above 10 moving average. What's your current view on XRP? Looks like it dumped to 0.57. Not quite sure about that. That's pretty low. We doomed, folks. ABC's corrective pattern, it's running flat. Wave B stops beyond the start of wave A, and wave C falls short of stopping near A. Wave B stops beyond the start of wave A, and wave C falls short of stopping near the end of A. I don't know. Doesn't matter, man. I'm not into Elliot waves, so you know, we're not gonna do that. Let's see what other coins are doing, because oftentimes you can you know, telltale by what other coins are doing right now. So this is definitely going some kind of parabolic move towards downside. Cardano right over here. Are we getting towards close to the bottom? I think we are. If not, this is gonna be the worst, you know, run in history of Cardano. 1 2 3 1 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2. So you know, four red weeks in a row. That's the trick, guys. Up here we had 1 2 3 4 5 6 weeks in a row, and then in the bear market up here, even the bear market had like 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So you know, 4 red weeks, you know, month down, and then you know, you get a bounce. So, you know, right now we're looking for that bounce, right? We flatlined down here at you know, 30 levels down here on the daily. The momentum is going towards the upside, so let's get up here. You know, this going down, this going towards the upside. That's nice. Even this one, yeah, it's kind of going down up here, but it's not. Maybe even Cardano showing some kind of bullishness on the chart. Levels are low, definitely. BTC 1.32 in green. Let's see 5-minute chart up here. What's happening in 5-minute chart? Let's see a different one. Oh, this was a big dump. This is actually a 5-minute dump, man. 2% down in 5 minutes. That went so fast. It doesn't matter how you put this. 5-minute chart. Let's see. I don't like that much. still this 10 and 20 moving average that we need to break, you know. So, you know, when we break this 10 20 moving average, maybe we'll get some kind of bullishness going on. We don't want to definitely go down here. 1 2 3 4 times. 4 times around 50, you know, 50 moving average on the weekly. Where is the 50 moving average on the weekly? Yeah, let's just put the line down there. 1 hourly. So yeah, 15 minutes. So technically we just don't want to break the 50 moving average. We just want to, no, I should have never bought Tela. Salim, stuff happens. Tela, did you saw the ETH losing against the BTC chart? No, I did not. I think just there was a little bit too much bullishness. Yeah, right now it's easily. There was a little bit too much bullishness on the chart when it comes to Ethereum. So right now, you know, for the last 2 days, it has been losing against Bitcoin, but you know, overall it has been, you know, gaining. You know, so you know, don't look at, you know, 2 days. Look at the long-term trends. You know, a long-term trend, it's just been gaining, right? 25% gain actually. I'm like, yeah, but this is not over. This was not the bull market. It is an amazing shakeout before the new financial system is activated. The leads do not want us to be self-sufficient. Yeah. All charts will do what BTC doesn't. So far, November dumped, December we'll see, but seems like we gonna range and dip for a bit. Crypto YouTubers wrong for months, all FOMO. Crypto YouTubers needs to be all FOMO. That's what gets you the bull market. They need to always, every single time, be FOMO. Crypto YouTubers are your only thing that's, you know, pushing the market towards the upsides, you know, so they are bringing in new people. If anyone watching the news coverage over crypto lawmakers the other day, you realize how disconnected they really are from the system. These people need to wake up, retire, or do some research. Haven't checked that out. How did that go? You know, it did not affect the price that much, I think. So let's add some nice lines up here. 50, 200 moving average on daily. We got all the dailies. Let's go to the monthly up here. That's a 35. Let's go to the weekly. Yeah, weekly is at 43 down there. 45 up here. Let's just change the color a little bit on this one. And this one as well. 43, 49, and we got 2 down here at 39, give or take, and 38. I don't remember what was 38. Weekly, monthly, 34, 20 moving average on the down there, 34. So up there, this weekly, let's see weekly. This one is up here. Maybe. People are like, hey man, why do you need so many lines? Well, you gotta know where the support is, man. You gotta know where the support is. So this got broken on the downside. Let's look at a 4-hourly time frame. See, we swing below that. So this up here is not actually that important. The 50 moving average, the 200 moving average, 45, 43, and then you got 39. At least what I'm seeing right now. Let's remove some of these lines up here. Let's go to 5-minute chart, see what's happening up here. Now this looks so unorganic right now. I'm gonna do, you know, this up here before we break the line up here. So up here we actually broke this one up here. Looks okay, okay-ish. Thanks streaming on all these important moments. It's really hard to stream for me because, you know, I can only stream when kids are asleep or when kids are away at school or something like that. I like it like as he kind of normal. They are disconnected to everything but their wallets. Good evening, TLN. Nice lines as always. Thanks. Yeah, if we dump BTC, dominance will rise and total 3 will get demolished even worse. Yeah, that would be bad. And remember, the market maker has eyes everywhere. It is uncertainty around the mass regulation around the corner. Matter of fact, but some of these people had no idea that was being presented to them. Someone comment, how are you people living in rural areas going to have access to this system? Oh man. Full team checking YouTube trading units. They believe instruction needs to be installed. They don't understand. Need more lines, colors, numbers. That's what TIA is all about. Yeah, that's what TIA is all about. So let's pop that. Let's pop that on the chart, man. Let's be pro. Bollinger Bands. We need Bollinger Bands, right? We need some indicators on the bottom down here, right? We need some indicators down here. Nice. What more can we have? Of course, we need Fibonacci because, you know, everybody uses Fibonacci. So, you know, some kind of top to, sorry, some kind of bottom to top. Where's the bottom? Where's the top? Down here. Let's go. Some kind of bottom, some kind of top up here. Fibonacci. What more can we add? That, yeah, of course, we gotta add the most important one. Moon indicator, of course, moon phases. There we go. And we're gonna just oh, you cannot look at this on this 5-minute chart. Let's go to the daily. Let's just remove a little bit up here. So you gotta, you know, top to bottom on, of course, on the Fibonacci's, of course, and then we got, you know, have the moon phases, and then we just remove this up here. There we go. Now we look pro. So when new people come in, guys, you have new assignment. When new people come into the chat, we gotta act all professional and like you know, talk about indicators and stuff like that. You know, so people you know, think I'm really cool. Fibonacci RSI. No way. No. Okay, let's do Fibonacci RSI. I mean, if that does make me, you know, pro, I don't know what is gonna make me pro. There we go. Can we do Fibonacci on MACD as well? We should probably do Fibonacci on MACD as well. There we go. Now we pro. Got to intimidate. Makes me feel good. Darwin's boxes. What's Darwin's boxes? But the Ichimoku cloud. We gotta have the Ichimoku cloud, of course. That's so many lines, man. There we go. If you do not get it right by having all of these indicators on the chart, I don't know when you get it right, you know. If you do not get it right by having, you know, all of this on the, I mean, look what we have. We got Ichimoku clouds, 5 moving averages, volume, you know, Bollinger Bands, we got RSI, MACD, TLM, my own indicator. We gotta, you know, Fibonacci's. Like, if you don't get it right, support lines, if you don't get it right now, I mean, if you don't get it right now, like, what are we doing with our lives, guys? What are we doing with lives? Look how much help we have. Look how much help we have. Like, if you cannot read this, you know, if you cannot read this, if you read this and get it wrong, like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? What are you doing? We'll make big money on VR. Gotta add in all that Wyckoff stuff too. Yeah, we gotta add the Wyckoff stuff. You know, the more stuff on the screen, the, you know, the more professional you look, and you know, the more chances you have. You know, your probability of getting it right is. Of course, we cannot just look normal chart. We gotta do like this up here, because you know, people always do it something. You know, look at the chart like this. They zoom out too much, you know, and you know, you cannot even see the candles anymore, right? So yeah, now this looks very professional. Looks like a puke pile on the chart. Mr. Clickbait. This moon cycle 0.38 bull trap. It just looks messy in my opinion. Of course it looks messy, man. everything you do on the chart should be clean, and you should do one thing at a time. You should not do like try to, you know, have 5 different indicators on the chart at the same time and try to, you know, look at this, look at that. You know, sometimes when you just, you know, hovering over the, you know, coins, you know, looking fast on the coins, even then you gotta look at one thing at a time. Gantt squares and Mercury retrograde. Yeah, VWAP. Yeah, we gotta use VWAP, of course. Not VWAP. We gotta use the volume stuff. Where is VP fixed range? There we go. We gotta use. Huh? Dude, I clicked this, man. So, visible range. There we go. We gotta use this as well, of course. We gotta, you know, we gotta go 200. There we go. Cannot fail now. We cannot fail now. Volume profile, yeah, squeeze. We like simple. Of course, everybody likes simple. Volatility. You need circles to look really professional. So I think this is enough. I think I made my point. When it comes to technical analysis, guys, more is not better. More indicators is not better. What you wanna do is you wanna always have very clear charts, and when you're looking at something, look only at that at the time. You know, you wanna have really clear charts so you can actually see the lines, so you can see the, you know, prices, so you can see stuff on the chart. And when you're looking at something else, you know, maybe you wanna look at some kind of, you know, some kind of moving averages, stuff like that. You know, you might wanna clear other stuff, you know, and then, you know, analyze moving averages. So you analyze first one thing, then you analyze second thing, then you analyze third thing. You don't just have, you know, a bunch of stuff on the screen, man. You cannot even see the chart. And then when you analyzed everything, maybe you just want to, you know, bounce up, but you know, you always want to have clear charts so you can actually see what the F is going on in the chart. Sometimes it gets too messy, and when it gets too messy, you click this button down here and clear up the chart. Maybe even this button up here, and then you clean up chart and start all over again, right? So there's always that. This pattern over here, I mean, this is really, you know, bothering me, because, you know, I cannot analyze it. It looks so unorganic. This moves towards upside, this moves towards downside, this moves towards upside. It looks so not organic. It looks like really weird. I don't know why. This part over here looks really weird. Don't you guys think? It looks super weird. I don't know why. Like, it's like slow buying, like no pullback to downside, like, and then this is like slow sell-off. This again the same kind of buying. So these two parts over here looks like same kind of buying. I don't know what this is, but you know, this looks more organic than this over here. I don't know why, but you know, this looks more organic than these two. But it looks really weird, very unorganic the way I see it. I don't know, it looks really weird to me. Amazon wax, great chart. ARA 60 C inbound. Elliot Jones, buy now or not, whatever you want to do. I tried to use Fibonacci spirals, failed, lost money. The whole thing is not organic. Nah, but this looks more unorganic than everything else. I don't know why, but this doesn't look normal to me. I don't know why. It looks like regret buying and selling. That sell-off from 50k was never organic. Yes, really, there are only bots buying. Well, stop trading and just looks at retail sentiment in the candles. Everything looks inorganic, I think. No, like, I think everything looks fine. You know, these two, you know, this pump and this dump are like, I don't know. And so this part over here, this part looks just really weird to me. This looks normal. Everything else looks normal. It's you can see here how it goes towards the upside and down, and this down movement might be the same, but you know, when something goes up, it has these pullbacks on the downside, even on the 5-minute chart. But over here, for some reason, it just looks kind of weird. It just looks kind of weird. I don't know. I might be wrong on this one, but you know, whatever. I noticed the BTC that 50 moving average is under 200 moving average, and for a lot of time frames except 1 minute. Golden crosses in the make. Interesting. Let's check that out. 50 moving average on the daily time frame. It's not on daily. Golden crosses only matter on the daily time frame. So you know, this was a bullish cross, bearish cross, bullish cross. Then we dump down. So right now we are going into for some kind of you know, bearish cross again. So, but you know, they're opposite. Every time you get you know, bearish cross, you are at the bottom, and bullish cross, you are at some kind of top, right? I don't know. Who's ready for incoming 10k green candle? Who said about the thing about 10k green candles? Who was that? Was that plan B? So BTC funds decreasing from exchanges but price falling. Okay. Somebody posted that they were actually sending BTC to exchanges yesterday. Yeah, the golden cross is only valid on the daily chart, but you know, smaller charts and stuff like that, right? You know, we called it bearish crosses, but bullish crosses and bearish crosses, but they are not actually golden crosses. Golden crosses only on daily time frame. Up down, up down. I wonder what will actually push BTC to all-time high. Yeah, I wonder what's gonna be that. What's that gonna be? BTC dumped with the market open this morning. I was watching live. Market dumped first, but market didn't dump. Market is up. See, market is up today. This is yesterday. This is today. Been here. Several exchanges are extremely low on BTC reserves. This could be a very good sign. Maybe. How much BTC is being held in wallets long term? Data shows staggering amount of supply hasn't done something. Has moved in several years. So here is some kind of chart. Bitcoin percent of supply last active. One year plus, 2 year plus. Percent of supply last active. Percent of supply last. 60% is, this cannot be correct. This 60%, this is 40%. I'm missing something on this chart. See, is there just some images showing chart? Total supply less active. Addresses with balance over 1 Bitcoin. Well, they're just rising, so you know. Accumulation in bear market. I should probably do this beforehand, you know. Look at 20 start of bull run. Exchange reserves were high instead of low like now. I'm not really good at, you know, analyzing the you know, on-chain data, you know. So there's that. This is, the price is, you know, this is the worst times to stream. I thought, you know, I'm gonna start streaming and something will happen. Nothing is happening. Literally nothing is happening, man. It's just going kind of sideways up here, man. Nothing is happening. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Like for 1 hour, we've been doing nothing. This is like the worst time to stream, man. Don't mean anything. Ethereum has the lowest supply in years, and yet price is being suppressed and manipulated. How El Salvador is able to buy so much BTC? I mean, this slow and steady. No volume. Yeah, let's check the volume. Let's analyze the volume, guys. Let's analyze the volume. So let's find a chart where the volume is. This Q coin, but you know, different exchanges have different charts. This is Binance, so let's check Binance out. This is 1 hourly, so let's check 4 hourly time frame. It literally doesn't do anything, man. It literally doesn't do anything. There was big volume on this candle up here. Beside that, you know, it's just low, it's just kind of low. So maybe, you know, some other chart up here can give us some Coinbase, maybe Coinbase. Let's go to the daily time frame up here. Do we have anything? Do we have anything that we can say, oh, look at that, guys, look at that? I don't got anything like weekly. Even weekly is kind of going sideways, just down, just low, like nothing's happening. 1 hourly. So in 1 hourly, you can see these 4 candles going, you know, one going down, this going towards the upside, but it's 1 hourly candle, like who cares? On this top down here, you know, we seen, you know, going all the way down, you know, just over here when you hit the bottom, you know. So on the way down, there was no interest in this part going towards downside. But you know, when we start hitting the bottom, there came in a lot of support, right? You can see here we went down, and then, you know, a lot of support came in as well, and then we went towards the upside up here, and this went towards the upside a little bit, so there I was up, but you know, we went down again, and you know, as soon as we hit this you know, 50 moving average, a lot of buying comes in at around 50, you know, 50 weekly moving average down here. So move towards downside, nothing much. Look at these guys. Did you see that? We need a split chart for this, man. How are we gonna do this? Do you see it now? Let me do it like this up here. Do you see it now? Or do I have to spell it for you? So let's assume this is some kind of whatever rise towards the upside. You got this dump down and sideways, dump down sideways, dump down sideways, dump down sideways. Then we got this big moves towards the upside, biggest move towards the upside. You're gonna tick 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 tick, bam, tick 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 tick, bam. And then we got this you know, dump, and then tick tick tick, dump, tick 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 tick. Then we got this big dump, tick tick tick, dump, tick tick tick. And look what happens here, guys. Look what happens here. I mean, sure, we will go down and stuff like that, but look at the pump, man. So can we expect some kind of big pump up here towards the upside, and then, you know, bleed towards the downside? Huh? Spell, please. I mean, it looks the same. Don't you guys think it looks the same? I think it looks the same. Big pump and squeeze, baby. 3 volleys. Lol. Wrench. Got a deep thought for ya. The hole in the ground is actually the poisoned apple from the Adam and Eve tale. That's too deep, man. I'm tired and I'm not that deep right now. But I'll think about it, you know, another time. That's deep. It's way too deep for me right now. Spell withdrawings as well. So I think these two patterns look the same. Don't you guys think? I think, you know, especially this over here part over here. And if this part is, you know, we can, you know, have a big dump down here, consolidation, big dump, consolidation, and then a big pump towards the upside, big pump towards the upside, like over here, big pump, and then we have a bleed down. It's big pump and then bleed down. Sure, that's gonna be nice. We can pump up to some kind of 60,000, get everybody to FOMO in, and then just bleed on the downside. Huh? Looks nice? Yeah. We're going with that. We forgot the Wally. Yeah. Last year on 11th of December we pumped insanity. So you think, you know, every year on the same date we pump? I don't think this happened. Head shoulder pattern on 1 hour. Yeah, we know about that. You know, inverse. Head shoulders pattern. It's gonna go down to some kind of 55,000 from what we saw. Somebody get this man some potato chips. When he was eating chips yesterday, we were pumping. Ziorchi, don't rely on a minutely head and shoulders. Can you tell a typical Norwegian joke? Nah, I don't have that much Norwegian jokes. Bounced off weekly average right now. Yeah, the 50 weekly average, yeah, we know that. No, the fossil fuels are actually the Balrog of Flotter. I picked the worst day. I'm sorry guys, you know, but you know, nothing is happening right. So you know what we can do? We can look at you know, some other charts right now, because you know, it's kind of boring just looking at Bitcoin. It's doing literally nothing until it actually does something, you know, but right now it's doing nothing. So let's look at some other charts up here on the weekly time frame up here. So we got a first red candle up here on the DXY and dollar index right now. We see it hit some kind of top up there, and you know, right now I think we are gonna go down. Now this move towards downside can pump Bitcoin, so you know, that's the hopium that we have right now. Dow Jones index pumped like crazy this week, back above you know, 10-20 moving average. Will it go back above, you know, whatever I call the top up here and go towards the upside up here? That depends to be seen. You know, it broke very important level up here, trying to get up there, could not do that. And if this up here, it tried to do another one towards the upside, move towards the upside, and we get some kind of big divergence on that, that might actually indicate some kind of big top up here. So if you right now continue going up, you know, towards the upside up here, and we create divergence up here on the RSI, that's gonna be a big, you know, warning sign that we are right now at the very top. The same thing goes for S&P 500 right now. You know, we broke some very important line, hit some kind of top up here, double top. Right now we're trying to do that again. If we fail to, you know, get back above certain levels on the upside, I think it's this might be, you know, done. So S&P, the Dow Jones did pump this week, you know, but while we were dumping, but you know, that's that. And I'm hoping, you know, that this will go towards downside. How long did you live in Norway? His eyes was this small, very small. Crow chart, I believe will either be going up from now or bounce off of 46.5 support level. Yeah, sure, let's look at Crow. You know, I think every time people want me to check some stuff, you know, they want me to check stuff that went parabolic. Unfortunately, this went parabolic and it's in downtrend. You know, we said this for a long time now. It's not up here; it's down here somewhere, I think. Something like this, give or take. I think it's still in a downtrend. I still in the downtrend, give or take, something like this. So yeah, Crow is, you know, is bleeding on the downside. Not much to say about Crow. I don't really like, you know, looking at charts. So every time something goes parabolic, people buy the tops up here and they hope this will, for some reason, you know, continue going towards the upside. But more likely it's just gonna bleed. Do you know what we can do? We can check other parabolic charts that, you know, previously has been going parabolic, and see how they reclaim the throne. Now Phantom didn't have that kind of chart up here. Dodge is another, you know, chart. I mean, you gotta bleed pretty far down before you get some kind of bounce. Now, Luna. See, people also talk about Luna because they bought the top up here. They bought this double top up here, so right now they're talking about Luna. Luna tried to go parabolic up here. You can see up here there was some kind of rising wedge up here. It went down, then up, then did this move towards the upside up here. You know, it cannot follow through, and right now it's below 10 moving average. So it looks a little bit bearish. You know, it broke certain levels of support down here on the daily time frame. A little bit. I'm not saying this is done or anything like that, but you know, a little bit bearish. Still above the support, so you know, that's good. Did you watch the scary 200 plus years Elliot wave prediction video yet from Alessio I sent you? Predicted a lot of stuff now that 2021 is the end of decades rally that we had from like 1890. Elliot wave prediction from Alessio. No, I did not. Let me check that out. Was that on Telegram or Twitter? Oh. This is from 2021.
Hey guys, Alessio, hope you're well.
Hope you're well.
Hey guys, Alessio, hope you're well. In this video, we're gonna ask a very important question. Is it likely that we could see a stock market crash this year?
You can look it up and study it if you
Fibonacci sequence. This is why I don't like, you know, Fibonacci numbers.
And I think it is also 1980s. In 1788, the U.S. Constitution was ratified. In other words, that was the formation of the country. It's 233 years, which is a Fibonacci number of years, from that year until 2021. Now, that really doesn't mean very much to me, and wouldn't, except that we find it's really the largest number involved in a whole web of Fibonacci numbers relating to the turning points in the U.S. stock market from its founding. So let's look at the left side of the chart first, and you'll see that the first 144-year period ended in 1932 at that major low, the low that occurred 1 year before the Great Depression bottomed out. You'll notice that it was subdivided into also two Fibonacci numbers, which we call a Fibonacci section, so that from the founding until 1842, which was the stock low just before that depression bottom, 1843, lasted just under 55 years, and the move from there until the 1932 low to the next major bottom was just 1 year more than 89 years. So you had 54 years on the left side, 90 years on the right, approximately dividing it again into a Fibonacci section. But what's really gotten interesting is what's happened since 1932. So if you'll look toward the upper right area of the chart, not the very top, but toward the right, you'll see that there are major turns in the stock market here in 1932, in 1966, 1987, and 2000. And you'll see that 1966 is a Fibonacci 55 years from guess when? 2021. The 1987 high crash is 34 years prior to 2021. And the very major top of 2000 is 21 years prior to 2021. So you've got a declining sequence going on here. The ideal turning year would have been 2008 to give you 13 years until 2021. We had a high in 07 and a low in 09, kind of spreading the difference. And then they go down to 2016, which happened to be the wave 2 low, intermediate 2 of the entire bull market from 2009. We've had a high in 2018, which is 3 years before 2021. That was a peak. And then in 2020, we had a high and a low and a crash in between. So that's 1 year. The entire sequence goes down from 89 years from 1932, 55 years from 1966, 34, 21, 13, 5, 3, and 1. You can see that it skips 8, because that was that one that was kind of a compromise, and it skips the 2. But for the most part, the sequence is intact. And if you look here at the top of the chart, you can see that those very same turning years in the market give you a declining sequence from 34 years all the way down to 1. It's a sequence backwards, and it happens to culminate in 2021. All of these numbers are the same year. So it's in effect a Fibonacci spiral that's zeroing in on a target year of 2021, and we're there. So what would happen? Is it going to be a major turn of some kind? Well, counting the Elliot waves all the way from the bottom in 1784 in British stock prices through last year's high and low, I think we're coming to the end of the entire five-wave sequence in 2021.
Is he going to show the five-wave sequence?
Time ratios and Fibonacci time sequences. And I think we're also seeing it in sentiment indicators. I'm sure a lot of you are stock market followers and watch sentiment indicators. I think up to 50 or 60 sentiment indicators in the last year and a half that are reaching all-time extremes, bigger than anything in 1929.
Richard, I think you're right though.
In 99, 2000. Certainly bigger than anything in 2007.
Now we know there is going to be a financial crisis soon and stuff like that, but
the charts, and there's a reason why I think we could be set up for the same type of crash now. And now we're going to turn to look at some cycles. I have been following cycles for a long time, but most of them that I've followed from 2 weeks to 4 years have tended to disappear over time. So it's very possible that these will as well. But to me, the two strongest cycles, the ones that have remained the most reliable and the most intact for an entire century, are the 20-year and the 40-year cycles. You can see that the 20-year cycle started in 1903 on a major stock bottom. There was another one in 1921, another one in 1942, a crash into a bottom in 1962, another big low in 1982. It doesn't show up in the Dow on the upper chart quite as well as it does when you adjust for the PPI. And you can see that in real terms, that was a really major bottom, just like the one in 1942. And then again in 2002, and the next one is due in 2022, and that's also the 40-year cycle.
But what about this stump down here? It doesn't fit your narrative. This over here might be, but this might be the bottom, right? See here, down here. This top up here, and the biggest bottom, it doesn't fit anything. This 23 crash, doesn't fit anything. So you're just finding random numbers that fit some kind of there has been crashes throughout the history, but
those cycles are due to bottom in just 2 short years. I don't see how we could possibly get from an all-time high at a grand supercycle peak to a low of the 20 and 40-year cycles without an extremely strong decline. Something akin to a crash, and something much bigger than we've seen at least since 1929, 1932. Now, as I said, this cycle may not...
Black Swan don't fit the narrative. So is the CoinKit crew. It's basically stitching number statements.
Major crash this year in 2021 because of cycles. Again, Fibonacci cycles and what's called a...
Well, we're gonna, we still got like 20 days left, so we're gonna see if there's gonna be this year or next year or something like that, I think we're gonna, I'm not the guy, kind of guy that, goes and says like, it's gonna be on this year, on this date, we're gonna have a big, major, financial crisis, stuff like that. I think, big financial crisis will come, but, when we get close to it, everybody is gonna know, but right now we might be getting the sum of that, but the exact date, we don't know the exact date. Hi, Konskit, how you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by. We'll all buy until we cry. Phantom going up again, man. What's up? Damn, Phantom going against the crowd, man. Phantom going against the crowd. Bitcoin finally managed, try to get above this 10-20 moving average. This is 1 hour is to try to get above that. Going above the 10 moving average up here. Looks nice. Still 3 hours left. How did 4 hour close? 4 hour close just below it. Try to get back above it. It looks good, guys. It looks good. Down here, the 5-minute chart is finally getting above all the moving averages. Looks like we are starting to move from this, no sideways movement up here. So starts to look good. Was the Hong Kong flu pandemic similar regards market? I think it was 68 to 69. I have no clue, man. Nature is below patterns can also be self-fulfilling. I don't like that actually. I think the markets have a lot more to do with psychology than nature. Tiki has all these nice lyrical rhymes. Yeah, he does. Crypto is here to stay with massive gains and massive losses. Of course, it's not going anywhere. Crypto will stay here, for a long time, but which coins will stay here or not, that's the question, right? But crypto is not going anywhere. So this YouTube channel is not going anywhere. It looks like Ethereum might be in the crosshairs of SEC. Something about compliance. XRP where is gonna dictate Ethereum and Bitcoin fate. Oh Lord, I don't know about that. BTC bullish divergence on the 1 hourly chart. Yeah, there's all kind of interesting, you know, stuff going on. Yeah, it has bullish divergence up here, so it goes towards downside. This goes towards the upside. This hidden bullish divergence. So it's nice. It is pumping a little bit towards the upside. So it's good. All good and dandy in the world of Bitcoin right now. So you got a 48 seconds to see if you're gonna close above 10 and 20 moving average on the 1 hourly chart. If you do that, it might just be very nice move towards the upside. It's a little bit, you know, too fast, but you know, who cares about it? Look at it, look at it, look at it go. 36 seconds left. Look at the moves. Look at the moves. Finally we are moving, guys. Finally we are moving above the 10 and 20 moving average right now. And how are we gonna close? How are we gonna close? 26 seconds left. Let's see this on the 5-minute chart, how this looks on the 5-minute chart. That's one. This is a nice move towards the upside. Let's go back to 1 hourly chart again right now. See just to close. 70 seconds left. This looks more probable than not to close above the 10 and 20 moving average. The 10 and 20 is the white and red line up here. So somewhere around here it's gonna look nice. And right now 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bullish. We closed above the 10 and 20 moving average right up here. Very nice. Very nice close on the 1 hourly time frame. So we are still bouncing off of this 50 moving average. Uneventful stream, guys. Not much happened, you know. It goes a little bit up, a little bit down and stuff like that, right? Again, the stream is about this being the bottom. We called the bottom previously down here yesterday, right? Yesterday we called the bottom down here. It went up, it retested the bottom, it went big time up. This is third retest of the bottom in a short span of time, not counting these other retests, right? And right now I think this should actually go towards the upside. I don't have that much big faith in the, if this for some reason doesn't just drop on the downside right down here. I mean, that can also be the case, but you know, if we can stay above the weekly 50 moving average, I think that's going to be very bullish for Bitcoin. Right now I think we are at some kind of bottom, but you know, can we drop down to some kind of 200 moving average, maybe even 45? Yes, we can do that, but right now I think it's more likely for the move to upside than the downside. I don't want to go over and explain everything, you know, why I think that. There is, you know, you can watch the Bitcoin video from earlier today for explanation, but I got bits on 44k, head and shoulders there. Yeah, there is head and shoulders here, I can see that, and down here at 44k, but I'm saying, you know, you are not getting 44k this time. You can maybe get 47k, but you're not getting 44k. We'll see. We'll see. I don't think we are getting 44k. Maybe some kind of, you know, 47 again, maybe 47 again, maybe some kind of 46.5, but I don't think you're gonna get 44. Unfortunately, I don't think you're gonna get 44. Okay, guys, a large one, TLA. Large one. There is a large one. Oh, this one. This one. Okay. So how much are we going down if this actually plays out? How far down are we gonna go in? Let's see down here. 43k. Ooh, that's big. That's big. Well, we'll see that, man. We'll see. I don't believe that much, but you know, I think this is the bottom for right now. You know, and I think we're gonna go up from here. I think very soon we'll see. Once we cross, I'm gonna show you the line that I'm waiting to cross. I mean, it's very obvious by now, but you know, that's the line that it's gonna get everybody super bullish. It's give or take up here, something like this. So this line up here, it's a very important line. Once we cross above this line up here, everybody's gonna go super crazy bullish right now. That's around 44.9, around this is 50k up here. So if you can get up, we were up 50k up here. So if you do that one more time up here again, it's gonna be super bullish. I still think we are at some kind of bottom. I think we might have some kind of move towards downside, but I don't see any kind of big move towards downside. 44k, it can happen, but I just don't see it. I can see like 46k or something like that, but I don't see the 44k. I see a bullish move towards the upside. Exciting to see where it goes. Exciting to see. Yep. Okay, Koinski, thanks for stopping by. Thanks everybody else for stopping by. All the green names and everybody else, and who was the first in the chat today? I don't know. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. We're gonna do another live stream soon and see what's gonna happen. Check out the channel And if you want to learn the technical analysis, there is a link in the description below for the new channel I made. So you want to check that out. I'm gonna be I'm not posting there daily or anything like that, but I'm posting from time to time. So it's gonna fill up with technical analysis tips and tricks. So if you wanna learn TI, you know where to go. Anyways, guys, that's it, guys. That's it. Please have a look at ADA. ADA is not doing anything, man. If Bitcoin goes up, maybe ADA is gonna go up. Maybe. Okay, guys, that's it. That's it. I'm done. I gotta go do stuff. I gotta go buy altcoins. Cheers, guys. Cheers. Bye-bye.